Alright, so now how do I climb this so I can make people think I'm really good at climbing and I can look cool on the video? Oh, hey! I didn't know it was recording. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just really bad at climbing trees. I was gonna make myself look cool by climbing here and then doing the video, but apparently I suck at it. So, anyway, I confess. So we're going to be doing another Nakshatra video today, and that video is going to be on Purva Bhadrapada. Wow, I actually pronounced it correctly, unlike yesterday. And it's quite difficult, these names. And I took a teleportation device today in the morning to come here and film this video where Krishna was born. So, if you know what I mean, if you're smart enough. So we're going to be doing the Nakshatra Purva Bhadrapada. And in case you're new to this video, these videos are about why is that two different people of the same zodiac sign think differently. And that's because of these nakshatras. That's because each zodiac sign is divided into 2.5 parts. And those 2.5 parts are being controlled by different planets. So within one zodiac sign, let's say Aquarius, which is ruled by Saturn, you have 3 other planets that come and fill their energy, and this is why people are thinking differently. So let's talk in detail as to what this nakshatra is really about. Oh crap! Red ants! Can you pretend you just didn't see that because I'm kind of a Looney Tune? Yeah. So during your birth, whichever degree moon was in, that determines your constellation. Okay, so if let's say in your birth chart, in your horoscope, moon was between 20.1 degrees of Aquarius to 3.20 degrees of Pisces, between these 2 degrees, it was under the constellation of Purva Bhadrapada. Okay, so and why the moon and not the sun, even though the sun is important? Because moon is really your mind. Moon is how you relate to things. Moon is your emotions. Moon is how you perceive other people. Moon is how you relate to other people, pretty much. And this is why more importance is given to the moon in the Vedic system versus, the sun. Because sun is your soul. The soul cannot be changed or manipulated, while the mind can be. So this is what this is. And the planet that rules this constellation is Jupiter. So you have Aquarius, which is ruled by Saturn. But now Jupiter comes into play towards the end of the degrees. And the symbolism for this is a two-faced man, which literally is me. And the deity that represents this is the fiery dragon. That's right. Yeah, not quite that, but an actual dragon. That's what I'm talking about. So let's discuss how these people are when they have their moon in these degrees. So this nakshatra has a very heavy influence of Jupiter in it. Why? Because not only this constellation is being ruled by Jupiter, but when this constellation moves in its energy into Pisces, Pisces is ruled by Jupiter. So there's a lot of heavy Jupiter energy in it, which means these guys make good teachers in life. Because they're able to learn from the reality of life that Saturn gives them. And then they transform that energy and they're able to spread it out to other people and they teach other people. So they have a lot of wisdom within themselves. They have a lot of faith in the art of teaching. They have a lot of faith within themselves about that I can change the world through teaching. Now, I also said that Aquarius are kind of a cool people in a relationship, okay? And that was the earlier degrees. Now, if your moon is in these degrees from 20.1 to 3.20 of Pisces, you have a lot more soft side to you compared to the other ones, okay? And so you are able to not only be a bit more, sensitive to other people's need. However, you're also there to give a lending hand because of the fact it's Jupiter's wisdom that, takes the hand and teaches that person. So yeah, this constellation is a very good constellation in the Aquarius, at least. Perhaps the most romantic, I would say. But there's always other influences that affects this part. So these guys make good teachers. They make good writers because Jupiter represents the writing quality. So they make good authors. They make good counselors. They make good research scientists because Aquarian energy, that air energy that I was talking about, that intelligent energy, now goes into the water of Pisces. But this water is not the water of Mars or Moon, which is based on a heavy emotions. This water is about the water of wisdom, water of knowledge. So this is why the research ability is very naturally embedded in these guys. They are able to become, researchers of DNA, or it could be a research about even the entertainment industry. If somebody wants to know how the entertainment industry works, they can become a researcher of that. So research doesn't really mean a scientific avenue. It can mean any avenue, but it's just you love researching. This is why they make good astrologers too. Because astrology, you can never be an expert in astrology. You can only practice astrology and learn more every day. This is why they say, I practice law and I practice medicine. I practice psychology. And this is why people should say, I practice astrology. So people, if you ever hear anybody who says, I'm an expert in astrology, they're not. Because you can never be an expert in astrology. This science is evolving and it's changing by the time. One thing these guys have to be careful of, especially when Moon comes into Pisces in this energy, is that they shouldn't become too esoteric in their approach. Because Pisces sign is always lost into its own world. It's always lost into its own thinking. This is a sign of thinking. This is a sign of deep thinking, I should say. And this is where the mind can lose its focus to reality and just purely become, immerse into this abyss of the Piscean energy. And this is where they should be careful because, people like this are all about, even if they're researching scientifically, they're consumed in their little lab, and that's their focus becomes. They forget to realize they have to pay taxes, they have to pay their bills, they have to do this, they have to take care of family. So this is one thing that should be careful of, because it then ruins the relationship with other people because you don't pay attention to other things around you. Where this energy in Aquarius is far more able to balance themselves with their work and their family, because of the fact that Saturn energy is still there as a foundation, and so Saturn wants to give them the reality and the social life of things. But in Jupiter, it completely becomes that spiritual hippie type of person. It's all about, of course, it's okay to be that, and it's okay to promote love and everything, but it's really important to also know the true reality, the three-dimensional reality that is surrounding us. Even though Pisces is taking you to the fourth dimension, try to know that your physical self is still in the third dimension. All right? So guys, this was my analysis on Purva, Bhadrapada, Nakshatra. And if you're new to my channel, hey, subscribe because you just found some great information here, right? Exactly. And if you want to know more about astrology, check out my link below in the description section. Check out my book, Astrology, the Speed of Light. You'll like it. I hope you do, actually. Otherwise, I will see you tonight with Angelina Jolie's horoscope. That's right. So stay tuned. Bye-bye.